डीसी साहब का कॉल आ रहा है, लिंक भेज दो उनको, कल लेक्चर है उनका। डॉक्टर ज्योति, आप सुन पा रहे हैं मुझे?
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ, आप स्टार्ट करिए।
ओके सर। A very good evening to one and all present here. Today I, Dr. Jyoti, Organizing Director, welcome you all to third day of 30 Days International Training Come Winter School on Navigating Agriculture Transformation for Upliftment of Rural Excellence. That is Nature 2020-24. Organized by AgriMeet Foundation Bharat in collaboration with Southern Federal University Russia, CIMMYT Mexico, ICRIDA Lebanon, CIMMYT Mexico, ICRISET Hyderabad, Manage Hyderabad, Srikonda Lakshman Telangana, Horticulture University Telangana, ICR IARI New Delhi, MHU Karnal, IGKV Raipur, MGUV Durg, ICR DCR Puttur Karnataka, ICR Atari Jabalpur, RBSK VV Gwalior, Stanford University and University of California. I welcome you all for the today's session. Today we have with us speaker Dr. SRK Singh, Director ICR Atari Jabalpur, MP. Sir did his bachelor degree in agriculture from Institute of Agriculture Studies, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. He completed his master's and PhD in dairy extension from NDRI Karnal. Sir started his career as scientist at ICR VPS Almora, Uttarakhand by topping the ARS examination in the year 1999. He is a recipient of many awards, including Best Extension Professional Award, 3 Young Scientist Award, Agriculture Today Award in 2020-21, along with Dr. Vasantrao Nayak Award for Outstanding Research and Application in Dryland Farming System in 2020-21 from ICR. Sir have published more than 130 research articles, including 105 articles in national and 25 in international reputed journal. He has more than 18 books, 53 bulletins, and 16 book chapters in his credit. He has incredible credibility in the field of research, in extension, and in agriculture in dryland agriculture. Sir, I welcome you for the today's session. So over to you, sir, for the today's session.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. Good evening to you all. I welcome to you all on behalf of the organizer, AgriMeet Foundation and team, and all other collaborators and partners. This is great opportunity to discuss such a important and energetic audience, which really joining this training after completing the daily routine, and still it shows that how urge they have to learn something new, and I hope that I will justify, and I would like to meet your some of the expectation, whatever knowledge and experience I have in field condition, in hill agriculture and other policy planning and other areas. My slide is visible to you all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, my topic of today discussion, it's not, I do not consider it lecture, it's the discussion and interaction that promoting cutting edge technology based agriculture for sustaining rural development. Technology are two, three types. One is already existing in the user's domain. Second is the cutting edge technology, which are already proven technology. latest but proven, and another is the bleeding edge technology, which just have evolved or generated, but testing and validation yet to be done in the real time and real field conditions. So my concern is more that we have to promote in agriculture and allied sectors the cutting edge technology, which are already latest, meaningful, worthful, as well as the technology which can generate the sufficient income, employment in the agriculture and all allied sectors. Friends, all we know that how much contribution of Indian agriculture in the GDP and the gross value added products, and in the contribution of GDP is in the declining side or decreasing, but same time the other sectors are contributing more. So it's the debatable topic whether it suits to India or not. That's another fact. And we know that our Indian agriculture is characterized or attributed by the small landholders. More than 80% are the really small holding size farmers, and other type of farmers are only within 15%. Roughly, I'm talking precisely, it's 86 and 14. And population growth, as you know, that around 2.1% or 2%. And all are just pressurizing the agriculture and the allied sectors to get daily food, because ultimately food and daily needs has to be met by the agriculture and allied sector only. And if we see the current situation, then changing climate, changing market, technology fatigue, malnourishment, excess exploitation of the natural resources, food loss, food waste, all such things are the really emerging and burning issues on which we have to be given the proper attention, and we have to search the practical solution that how it could be addressed, how it could be solved, so that we could be more comfortable further, though we are now self-sufficient in food production, but nutritional aspect is still an important issue, and all we should think over it seriously, and so that we can contribute individually or group or as a community. And if we see land holding and livestock condition, definitely we are the first or second in the numbers, but productivity is still a big issue, and a lot of things has to be done on the productivity side of the, if we talk about the livestock and other related sectors. Per capita income is still far low, we can say, and a lot of policy change, mindset change, attitudinal change, so many changes are needed. Though it has been started, I'm happy to see the change by the current government and its mercenaries, but still we have to do a lot on these fronts. And if we talk about the central Indian states, definitely we are growing, we are cultivating agriculture and all other sectors in the rain-fed condition, where we are mostly dependent upon the rainfall and for the agriculture and for the drinking waters for human and animals. And all such conditions always give a new challenges for the sustaining the income and employment of the people, particularly residing in the rural areas. So agriculture, if become more prosperous, definitely it will be translated into the sustainable rural development. So we must think that how we have to increase the income and employment of the farming community. Just I will proceed with one slide, that businessman versus entrepreneur, because agriculture, a lot of scope for the entrepreneurship. One example you can see that how businessman thinks 10 rupees kg per potato he will purchase, 15 he will sell, and he will get 5 rupees per kg, and he will be more or less satisfied that I am happy to run my business. But same time, if one entrepreneur thinks, he thinks 10 rupees kg potato purchase, but he will invest on that. Just 1 lakh rupees. It's just simple one example. 1 lakh rupees he will invest. He will convert it into French fries or chips, and then 50 rupees per plate. So ultimately, what is the meaning of this slide? Just that now you have to decide that in agriculture, whether you are thinking like a businessman or you are thinking like an entrepreneur. So accordingly, the methodology and approach will be different. The starting point will be different. The level of investment will be different. The mindset and attitude toward the people, toward the market, toward the money making will be entirely different. Yeah, some of the model and approaches which we really want to recommend to our audience, that how we have to rethink that presently agriculture means we are more or less oriented toward the production-led agriculture, and we call it primary agriculture, that we just sow the seeds, again we harvest the seeds, and that's the call the production-led agriculture. But if really we want to grow properly, we want to be prosperous, we have to switch over from primary agriculture to secondary agriculture, or even further tertiary agriculture nowadays. Many examples are there. And so when I appeal to all my agriculture graduates, postgraduates, or PhD, don't miss the opportunity and the kind of ecosystem at present time we are having, that you can have any new idea, you can translate it to one project, you can make it full DPR, and you can get the finance, or you can get the partnership, you can get the collaborators, you can get the financer, and you can be a successful entrepreneur or businessman, startup, whatever you choose. So why we are hesitant to the going for the secondary agriculture? Because it needs a special skill, it needs the management tactics, and it needs the risk-taking ability. So where we are generally lacking that, simply we want to have one job and it will be secured, and we will be full secure in our life, and our social life will be also a bit secure from the government or private limited side. But how much, how many years we have to think? We have to change our attitude. When agriculture we talk, we have to talk about the secondary agriculture and tertiary agriculture also. Not without primary, it's possible, but definitely we have to switch over to the value addition, processing, packaging, marketing, logistics. So if we talk about agripreneurship development, these are some of the area. Input management, in any production, there are a lot of inputs required, or even value addition inputs are required: fertilizer, pesticide, infrastructure or agro-based enterprise, processing, value chain management, logistics, marketing, agri-marketing, agri-services, and even a new areas which already emerging: agri-tourism, farm stay, home stay. All these could be mixed and replanned, that how even 5-acre farms we can make it an agri-tourism center, and we can have the choice of the enterprise and choice of the hobbies, so that people can pay to get entered in our farm, and they can pay the individual item by whether it's fishing or whether it's plucking the orange or guava or any other vegetables fresh, and they can consume in their just any homestay or whatever arrangement cottages you make at that farm. And then when we talk at the larger scale, definitely beekeeping, one of the emerging area and the proven area where some enterprise may have sufficient income, and at least handful employment and income they are getting. Just if we take a rough idea, then 325 mandates, right, per year. It's not small things. It's a really considerable mandate is being created in this. And in general, in beekeeping, what we observe that we are more and more concerned with the honey part only. But bee wax, nectar, pollen, these are so many other byproducts and the products which also should be taken care when we are talking about the beekeeping by anyone. And positive side effect, we can say that whenever you inculcate or add the beekeeping in your any crop, you will have the sufficient yield gain due to the pollination and other factors. So it's one of the growing area and the growing market nowadays. Just one, I would like to share just one success story of one farmer, that how he has started in 782 colony, and in 10 years he has from 2 he has grown to 470 colony, and now he is an entrepreneur and he's supplying the honey processing after processing packaging. Then very simple enterprise we can talk about that vermicomposting. Already it's going on, but how scientific it could be. In vermicomposting also, most of us just concerned with the compost only. But if you go with the vermiwash or vermicompost wash and the worms cultivation is now gaining momentum and much scope is there. So I urge upon all that whosoever is asking you that what could be done, then one of the area you can suggest that vermicompost production with all three components, not only the compost. In composting, limited returns one will get, but if we go for the all three, worms cultivation as well the wash collection, then they can get. Then the third area I suggest for the entrepreneurs or enterprising mind whosoever wish to do that mushroom production. And in mushroom also, friends, generally we go for the button mushroom. But oyster and paddy straw mushroom is one of the easiest mushroom. You can see the photographs that how easily the rural women, they can produce it and they can dry it, they can make it powder, and accordingly you can have the market channel and you can supply it with your biological efficiency is sufficient in both. Whether it's we talk about oyster, 700 to 900 gram fresh, you will get 1 kg dry weight substrate basis, and 220 to 250 you can get from the paddy straw mushroom. Then what could be done? Could be the products simple. Even if someone is going with any FPO or any SSG, they can make it the buddy and popper and all other simple products. No much skill is required. Small gadgets and a small equipment is needed for these home scale processing, I can call, or even just door-to-door selling could be done, and women could be trained or group could be trained for making it. Another area of mushroom production is spawn production itself. It's one of the key element in the mushroom production. And if somebody is trained to prepare the spawn, he can get in very limited time 50 to 60% profit, which he will gain from the mushroom production as a product. Then lag cultivation, wherever there is marginal lands or submarginal lands, forest areas, there is a lot of scope on the kusum or bear and the semialata, alas, all these ficus, all these are species on which good quality lag could be produced and could be sold to the market, or you can go with the processing also. if you wish that you are going for you wish to get more income, you have to be more skilled, and then you can go. Sericulture already it's a well-known profession, but still young generation is not trying to exploit this area. Mulberry or Tashar or so many other silk type are there, and as you know that silk is one of the costliest textile, and people love to have it. All we try to have any cloth of the silk, kurta or koti, whatever it is. So, but still the enterprise is not gaining that momentum, and lot of mindset tuning is needed that it could be proved one of the ancillary enterprises, and it can help the educated or even semi-educated youths to get their employment in their condition itself. Then banana cloths nowadays, banana pseudo-stem, it's the emerging area. Wherever banana cultivation is going on in your area, you can go for it, and this is the one of the profitable enterprise. It has been proved, and second, it's the waste to wealth. It's one of the concept that you can have the waste to wealth, and activity of 2 hours daily can give you the 8 to 10,000 per person. So definitely it's the emerging area, and we can think about it. We can get the skills available with the concerned institutes or firms wherever. Then organic farming, a lot of energy we were given in organic farming, but just due to organic matters, only few of the farmers or entrepreneurs have been survived. And one of that, we are having the purple rice and purple wheat, both having the additional nutritional value, and purple wheat has got very high antioxidant, 40 to 140 ppm. So it's advantageous to have it in our daily diets, weekly or fortnightly, whenever we get it. And purple rice, idli dava, that entrepreneur is preparing, and they are selling with their FPO. Then Karaknath breed of poultry, it's the native breed of the Jhabua Hills, and one best quality they have that they are, we can call it the cholesterol-free breed. So if you really want to consume daily basis, consume more consumption if you need, and it's suitable for you, high protein, very low fat, and negligible, very limited cholesterol the meat is having, and the meat and all parts are black. That's the one of the identification of this breed. No single part will be the other than black. Pure black breed it's called. And with the joint efforts, we are now already spread it more than 21 states and around 120 districts, and farmers or smallholders are gaining the employment and income through rearing this breed. Its egg is also costly, 20 rupees, 25 rupees. Location-wise, up to 50, 60 rupees in Delhi. And then one of the FPO, government-backed FPO, is the Mandla Organic. This FPO is also promoting the organic produce with good packaging and good marketing channel, and the people are like to have this Mandla organic products, and this has good credibility. Then one of the Kodo Kutki, one of the minor millets. This is just in the tribal area in MP we have, and these people are really doing wonders in the front of millet promotion since more than 10 years, we can say. So definitely they have established them as a brand, and they are making export also. Then in aqua crops, we have the option makhana cultivation. You know makhana, how costly it is. It's it starts from the 600 and go up to 2000 rupees per kg. So you can imagine that how costly it is in the market. You just examine in the market that what grade you want, and accordingly you have to pay. And yield is 25 to 30 quintal per hectare, though it's just a collection of the nuts are the really tedious job in this, because they are the spiny, and along with the fish cultivation, it could be done easily, and there are technology available with the concerned ICR Institute, NRC on Makhana. And if in your area it's suitable, you can promote it. Then Kharif onion, friends, if you go back 20 years back, then some of the government were fallen due to the rise price of the onion. So Kharif onion has come one of the options that why we should be dependent on the cold stored onion. So Kharif onion were introduced, and now it's considerable areas had been covered in the state of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra. All they are growing it, and they are getting the sufficient income in comparison to other crops. But whatever we have talked in the field condition, definitely climate has its own role. Climate, market, these two are the now determining factors when you talk for the production and income. So climate has much effect on the production, soil, irrigation, pests, livestock, fishery, economic impact. That ultimately what economic it has reduced the agriculture output, and if output are reduced, definitely you have to get the lesser income, lesser returns from your cropping and other enterprise. Then what are the adaptation strategy we can have? Then always we have to search the new technology, and inflow must be ensured, and then synergy among the different programs, so that the farmers and farming community could be supported anyway or all the way, whatever program or any scheme have the provision. Then multi-stakeholder involvement. We have to be in collaborative mode, cooperative mode, or convergence mode, so that we can extend the good support to the farmers in adapting the climate change strategy. And then technology packaging, we have to have the option basket of technology to the our farming community, and they can choose as per their resources and the economic condition. Then how we have to cope up with the climate change on the livestock also. So we have to think our concentrated feed, wild cake, cereal, grains, cultivated fodder, tree leaves, silage. So we have to think all aspects that we have to provide the regular feed and fodder to our animals. And if we have any facility, we can know that how much methane emission and other things are getting, and in respect of that, how we are going to compensate that carbon as a carbon credit. Then enhancing the income, doubling, tripling, whatever issues may be. So as I already pointed out, that we have to change the mindset. First, we have to enhance the production. Then secondly, we can go for the cost reduction, marketing and value addition, and further post-harvest management. Still, we are struggling that how at the farm level we can go for the post-harvest management, because if you see the rice, wheat, and other food grains, then definitely farmers try to sell it just after the harvesting fresh. So ultimately, the margin which he can or she can get, if they store, or if they have the primary processing or secondary processing, whatever they can get further additional income. But as a fresh, they are just getting the prevailing price, and that's not really contributing to enhancing their income. And some of the drivers, if you see that how we can enhance our income more than double, triple, 4 times, whatever you did, you have to increase the productivity, crop and livestock, then resource use efficiency. One of the still challenging area, if you see the fertilizer use efficiency, it's hardly 40%. Water use efficiency, it's below 50%. So definitely it's one of the matter of concern for all of us that whosoever you are, if you are researcher, you should think over, go research in these area that how we can improve the resource use efficiency, cropping intensity on the same piece of land, how much crops could be grown so that we can ensure the more and more production, as well as the climate change effect, if any. So we can have the alternate combination or intercropping or mixed cropping, whatever. Remunerative prices, this is the government policy. Farmers must get it. And shifting of the surplus manpower from farm to non-farm occupation or non-farm sector. This is also one of the concern that you have to be very vigilant. You have to be some more knowledgeable if really you want to enhance your income of your farm. Then what options we have adopted that see any single unit may not be sufficient to do everything and to have everything. So we have just promoted one KVK ring concept for proper resource utilization, whatever have, and it's work on the 3M concept, that manpower, machinery, and material, how it could be shared among themselves, and they can complement and supplement each other. Nothing written in that. And we are collaborating with the different national, international organizations to get the technology, to get the methodology, and to further update ourselves. Then what could be the pathway of cluster frontline demonstrations are being conducted at a very big way to make India self-sufficient in the oilseed production. So this is the one of the pathway what we have visualized. We in this context we have already promoted the initiated and promoted the oilseed model village, that how this village could be proved a milestone for the future, that India could be self-sufficient in oilseed production, and in future it could be even exported in this. The seed hub. Seed, most of the study has shown that the seed is the quality and timely seed is the one of the major concern of the farming community, that how they can get it and they can have the higher productivity than their traditional seeds. So ICR and the ministry has implemented it, and it's giving the very good results, that farmers are getting quality seeds at the appropriate price and in their condition. Then food system transformation. Now agriculture has to be shifted from the nutrition sensitive agriculture also. In that context, we are also planning that how we can proceed on these pathway, where not only agriculture but nutrition will be one of the issue, that how we can carry it along with the good agriculture, profitable agriculture. Then integrated farming system models. This is old age technology, but still its relevance and its meaning is same. And we have to promote wherever we are working. We have to promote the integrated farming system models, and it has the capacity to generate sufficient production, sufficient income, gainful employment, whatever aspect if you see. And moreover, that soil fertility also it will help, because the different subsystem contribute and complement each other, and so that integration ultimately we got. And there is a requirement of less purchase from the outside if we really follow it in the proper way as per principle. And it could be of the up to 1 hectare or 2 hectare or 3 to 4 hectare models. It depends upon the farming community or the farming segment with which you are really dealing with. And you can see the different models and component accordingly, that how much component could be added, and the scale of production will be enhanced accordingly. Then now we are thinking about the net zero energy farm science center, that how renewable energy could be used all the way, so that the electricity requirement of our KVKs, our farm science centers, could be reduced, and that could lead to the cost reduction, and that revenue could be utilized at any other. And in this, even leveling, land leveling by laser and other, that also one of the factor which can enhance the resource use efficiency, particularly water. Then farm pond, solar operated water pump, biogas unit, vermicompost unit, net house, mushroom unit, cleaner technologies. And all these are the just options, that how we can lead and final go to the net zero farm science center. Then digital agriculture, it's one of the reality nowadays. So agri drones have been even provided by the government. And if you see, then there are a lot of use of the agri drones, whether it's geofencing, crop insurance, crop health assessment, weed identification, crop monitoring, irrigation scheduling, livestock management, soil and field analysis, planting crops and trees, crop spraying, irrigation scheduling, whatever area you want to, other than the traditional use of drones are going on. So definitely we have to think over the agri drones use, or you can, if some new idea come, you must send us or send to the appropriate center, so that that could also be added and you will be credited accordingly. Then one of the new aspect has been added, that two-way communication channel with the farming community, and it had the both audio and video recording system. And if any farmers just want to talk with the expert, they can just dial it, and they can, the voice will be recorded, and if he sends something, photo or video, that will also recorded separately, and when expert will see it, they can respond, that will also be recorded. So at our level, or when above our level, it could be screened, and it could be understood that what kind of conversation was there, and whether farming community is satisfied or not. And it's now available more than 22 languages, and till date more than 2.5 crores have been registered, 50 lakhs from MyZone. These are some of the features, that how it could be. Toll-free number is 14426 or 180012322175. So you can promote your farming community where you are working with to these numbers, so that they can registered within their area with KVK or other agency who are running this Kisan Saathi. Now I would like to talk the revolution in the agriculture sectors, that friends, if we talk about the 1700, that 1700, then in that was the agriculture 1.2, and that's called the traditional agriculture, the use of human and animal resources more. But when we talk 1950, then agriculture 2.0, and in that we are switched to the mechanized agriculture. It was started the use of the powered machinery along with the draft power of animal and human. And then agriculture 3.0, automated agriculture, the use of high speed development, equipments and other things. 1992, the change. And then agriculture 4, it has started in the 2017, and the complexity has been increased accordingly. And the smart agriculture, we have started the use of internet, IoT, AI, big data analytics, unmanned vehicle, robotics, etc. Then now we are switching towards the agriculture 5.0 and next generation agriculture, where we are really talking about the precision farming, precision livestock farming, public-private partnership ecosystem, robotics and automation in agriculture, all such latest, new, and efficient system. We are working on that, and we are introducing slowly as per the capacity of our farming community. Then what ICR efforts are going on for the sustainable rural development, you can say then projects, some of the projects I have earlier also might be previous. We also discussed that NICRA, National Innovation in Climate Resilient Agriculture, as I talked to you, that climate is one of the factors which affects really the farming community and all other related stakeholders. Then Farmer First program here. First is the farm innovation, resource science and technology. That how it could be as technology assemblage could be done at the household level, and so that they can make the proper decision of accepting the technology or its application and finally getting the benefit of the technology. RJ is the attracting and retaining the youth in agriculture. So how the gainful employment could be done at the rural youth by getting the skill in particular vocations wherever they feel, whether it's a poultry, piggery, or nursery management, and other vocation as per their natural farming. One of the important efforts has been initiated by ICAR and ministry to have the future options when really there is soil fertility going down and technology fatigue there. So some option must be there with the users, with the farming community, that what next. So it's the answer of what next, that the natural farming coming in a big way with the crops where there is limited requirements of nutrients, and in marginal area where really nothing could be done. But if we go for the natural farming, some of the crops still could be done successfully. Then cluster frontline demonstrations on pulses, wild seed, all these are contributing sufficiently in the yield enhancement of the concerned wild seed and pulse crop. Then even natural farming, we can have the for the clean agriculture or green agriculture also, and the Ghan Jivamrit, Bijamrit, Jivamrit, Nimhastra, mulching, Waspa, all these are the major components through which you can go for the natural farming. And then what we are doing actually, or our KVK fraternity doing that, they are giving the demonstration, they are providing the trainings, they are creating huge awareness, and they are visiting the farmers field so that the technological understanding must be done properly by the farming community. Then farmer producer organizations, they are coming in a big way because government want to make the marketing on a sustaining basis, so that it proving one of the asset and one of the instrument to have the farmers produce marketing or product marketing, and the group effect that increase the bargaining capacity of the farmers, and it lead to the 20 to 30% cost reduction in the input purchase or output supply in both. Then for now, our farmers are growing in a big way, and they are using the social media, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Then what we have to do for the Viksit Bharat, that's one of the challenge given by the current government of India. So we have also thought of it that definitely we are going to promote the wild seed model village, then food system transformation, then development of IFS models, then NutriSmart villages, and then net zero campus of KVKs and other institutions. So these are some of the initiatives through which we will contribute to the Viksit Bharat. And then conclusion, that profitable agriculture can directly lead to the sustainable rural development. Trade balance and money inflow has to be in planned manner. There is a need to make paradigm shift from production agriculture to market-led agriculture. Mindset change is needed from primary agriculture to secondary or tertiary agriculture. Then India is really being affected all the way from the climate change in the form of drought, flood, cyclone, hailstorms, etc. And as we know that 70% of our population are directly or indirectly associated with agriculture and livestock. So definitely the promoting the agriculture in a big way, profitable way, that's our prime concern, and we have to work on that. And increasing global temperature is really causing the climate change and having all sorts of social, economic, and environmental impacts. So we should also think in our daily life that really we are contributing to the greenhouse, or really we are contributing to the carbon credit. Then what next we have to do? We at least for the household level, we can go for the organic farming, natural farming, and quality of products now. Not only produce our products, just producing something is not important, but it has to be of good quality. Residue free or effluents, we have to say contamination, pest load, and traceability. All are the indicators that how we can claim that our product or produce is the good quality. Then we have to definitely advocate for the group approaches, whether self-help group or farmer interest group or farmer producer company or farmer producer organizations. All these are the options through which we can join any group and we can grow ourselves along with growing the groups also. Then doubling or tripling farmers' income. We have to think that traditional way is sufficient, or we have to go for the professional way of practicing the agriculture and getting the income from that. Then we have to identify the viable enterprises, and as per availability of the particular situation, as well as the farm resources any family, household have, or any group have. Then marketing is the most important factor. Unless we are trained or we are really having some knowledge, we can't get the remunerative price or proper price in the market. Branding and quality standards have to be defined well. Knowledge and skill upgradation is required on the duration, some duration or a terminal basis, that how on after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, we have to go with the some kind of a skill upgradation or some kind of a skill development. And then agripreneurship brings professionalism and commercialization in agriculture, and boosting agribusiness in primary, secondary, and all tertiary sectors. And finally, we want to make our centers or agriculture centers as agro-technology hub, where any visitors or farmers can get all sorts of technology and its showcase, so that they can get a proper understanding and proper view of this. Thank you very much. Thanks one and all.
चैट बॉक्स को ऑन कर दीजिए रोहित.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. यदि इस प्रेजेंटेशन से रिलेटेड किसी की कोई क्वेरी है या दिमाग में कोई क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, आप पूछना चाहते हैं, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. चैट बॉक्स में लिखेंगे, हमारे एडमिन महोदय उसको बोलेंगे, सर उसको बताएंगे.
So, sir, we have like first question from Harkirat Singh. And the question is, sir, what is the purple wheat and how it's different from black wheat?
No, that's the color I have shown. I have shown the color of that wheat. That its color is not black. It's like the purple. That's why it's called the purple wheat. and the different variety there. So when needed, you can contact and you can just demand some kg, and you can see that how different from the black peat.
Then we have next question, and the question is, sir, please explain the Net Zero Farm Science Center.
Yeah, Net Zero Farm Science Center, I have already given that we have to promote and depend more on the renewable energy sources. At present, whatever KBK or institution we are growing or doing, we are doing more on the electricity. But if you once we are switching over to the biogas, if available, or solar already available, so if we switch on these are the clean energy, or not much investment is there, but it's the cheapest source of the energy if you need as a light or whatever instrument implements you want to.
So next question is from Sachin, and the question is, why FPO registration is so complicated and process need to be very simple. So can we like कुछ
Yeah,
steps?
no, actually, I can tell you that FPO registration is not much complex process, but unless you have to approach the proper right agency, because there are 2-3 agencies, they are registering it, NCDC or IFCO and other. So you have to see that procedure is same for all, but only a bit different initial stage. So you have to understand that with whom I'm more comfortable, and then it ultimately to go to the government of India and they registered it. These are the just channels through which channel you want to. NABARD, NCDC, and IFCO and SPAC also. They are also giving the FPO.
Thank you, sir. And the next question is from Mayuri, and the question is, I would like to know about fabric from banana fiber, its machine and availability.
Yeah, actually, banana fiber, NRC banana, they are Trichy. Just previous month I was there, and I have seen a lot of things they are doing from that. And then Navsari University, they are also having the technology. So machine is not much costly. Only thing that how we want to mix it and what kind of product you want to go, because in clothage mostly 20% fiber is being added, because the strength of the banana fiber is not that much. So we are mixing it, but other products like mats and all these things, bags, stationery items, they are being prepared very successfully with the maximum from these fibers. Only a bit we have to mix for the strength purpose. One question, I got new technology as they adapted. No, actually, technology adoption will depends upon your attitude, that in which way you want to grow yourself. Whenever we follow the traditional practices, we are satisfied with the whatever income or whatever returns you receive. So it depends upon you. And now a lot of agencies are there, and people are really. Yes, Dr. Dubey has already told. Navsari Agriculture, they are Nobel. They have already registered also, patented also, and along with they are also helping in the banana fiber aspects also. So no, actually, Dr. Neetu, natural and organic farming are not same, because when we talk organic farming, we have to first claim that what organic matters we are going to use. But in natural farming, materials are already fixed. That these are the components, nothing to be purchased from outside, only the gobar and gomutra, dung and the cow urine. That are the main component which being used, and after that mixing other things you can prepare. Organic emulsion and carbon sequestration. Yeah, long term there is a relationship. carbon sequestration process, if you understand that how it's going on. So definitely we have to go for the conservation agriculture. We have to reduce the soil erosion. We have to conserve more and more soil and moisture. So ultimately it will lead to the carbon sequestration. Tertiary sector agriculture for women, Savita Kumar. Actually, for women in milk product, we can see that primary, secondary, tertiary, all products are available. Nowadays, for tertiary ethanol production are going on, but especially for women, we have to still search the options that in which area we can be more comfortable to start with. Many people want to establish a beyond Kushinagar, Uttar Pradesh, some popular target person as we compare for Dedium now. Suggest how to start. Actually, if they are telling that already target has exhausted, then we have to wait, or we have to see that who is going to surrender the FPU. That's one of the options I can suggest you, Arun Pratap ji, because people have registered, but that's not functional. So you have to wait that future of rice in Punjab. This is the debatable question. So rice already exhausted the Punjab condition, but still we have to think that how we can be sustainable in managing the soil and water quality, because already over exploitation has been done in Punjab for rice. So you could be the best man to answer, because you are already belong to that area.
जी जी जी.
Sindhu ji, you will be the best, because from here we can visualize that if we
यही
really
संभालेंगे
want.
अगर स्थिति तभी संभलेगी. सिंधु जी संभालेंगे तभी संभलेगी पंजाब में राइस की स्थिति.
Yes, we have to go for the initial stage natural farming. We have to go the organic farming. Then only soil and water quality and chemical load could be managed. So that
पराली तो बहुत प्रचलित है सर, यहाँ बड़ा प्रचलित है जो है.
पराली इतना ज्यादा कर रहे हैं कि उससे तो मुश्किलें खड़ी हो रही है.
हाँ, खड़ी हो गई.
प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम है कि आखिर farmers have no that much time or resource that the recommended technology they can use, or availability of that is also one of the issue which really they do not do. They go for the burning easy. It's very easy to burn, but you see 6 ton per hectare we are losing the biomass. How huge biomass we are losing. In other states they are our livestock are hungry, or they even dry fodder. For example, northeast, for example, central India, even dry fodder are not available sufficiently. So these are the some of the concerns that how this could be interlinked, and even through the prior booking that could be done. As we are thinking about interlinking of the rivers, so why not we can think that interlinking of the farmers to other state farmers for supply of each other the surplus things, or non needful things we can say.
एक दो क्वेश्चन और आए हैं सर. एक हनुमानगढ़ राजस्थान से है.
एक मिनट में देख रहा हूँ अभी आप
जी.
Natural farming certification is involved policy. Yeah, actually, it's a policy is coming on that how we can certify the natural farming products or produce. So it will come. 1 minute. हाँ डॉक्टर साहब. और कोई क्वेश्चन है अंकुर जी?
जी सर, 5-6 क्वेश्चन आ गए हैं तब से सर।
अच्छा नहीं, ठीक है ना, और आ जाए एक साथ।
जी जी जी।
For milky mushroom, somebody, I think S. Venkatesh is asking milky mushroom. So you can just contact to DRMR. For milky mushroom, you can contact to the DRM, Mushroom Research Institute. So if someone wants to control the vegetables, the option which is the best for long greenhouse or potting sector classes. No, it depends upon that Ankush Charpe, where you are, in which area. See, glass house are the costliest option, but greenhouse you can manage the temperature and humidity. Polish it if rainfall is much or you need further the heat up, then you go with the polyhouse. Only rainy season you can, as thatching material, you can use the poly. Otherwise, greenhouse is the one of the best option for the oxygen vegetable. It's a cheaper also and it's effective. Any other question? Two question I got, I have already answered. Ankur ji?
जी, ज्यादातर क्वेश्चनों का आंसर हो गया है सर।
If anybody is still left, I'm with them.
जी, यदि किसी की कोई क्वेरी है तो आप एक बार फिर से पूछ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज हम 2 मिनट में सेशन को फिर एंड कर रहे हैं। ज्योति।
Yes, sir.
हाँ।
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session. I think our participants have learned a lot regarding different schemes. They have learned about what the objectives they would be having further for the improvement of agriculture and in conservation. Difference between conservation, agriculture, and natural farming you have well explained to all our participants. Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session for all our participants. Thank you one and all for attending today's session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
सर, काफी
Good night.
पार्टिसिपेंट्स का कहना है कि पीपीटी उन्हें चाहिए, बड़ा अच्छी पीपीटी लगी है, तो मेरा आग्रह है कि आप कृपया हमें भेज दीजिएगा सर।
ठीक है, ठीक, बिल्कुल।
जी, थैंक यू सो
Thank
मच
you.
सर।
Thank you.
गुड
Bye-bye.
नाइट।
Good night.